Have you here today. My name is An Eun-bi, moderator for 2024 International Symposium on Traditional Medicine. Very nice to see you.
네, 그럼
Now we will start our session number 1 in earnest. We'll open the floor for these events for you. First of all, I would like to express my appreciation to all the audience taking your valuable time out of your busy schedules. Today we will have our symposium for the global expansion of traditional medicine industry. As for the expansion of the traditional medicine and expansion of the Korean medicine doctors into the overseas countries and the future strategies for development will be discussed throughout the day today. We will have the honor of having distinguished speakers for these areas by the renowned speakers. So I'd like to have your undivided attention until the end of the day. Now, I would like to introduce the guests of honor who have taken their time to honor this event. I'd like to call their names and please stand up a little bit and then also we will greet them. Mr. Shin Jae-suk, the director of the NICOM. We have Mr. Chung Young-un, Director General of the MOHW. We also have Mr. Yoon Tae-gi, Director of the Ministry of Health and Welfare. And Chairman Choi Do-young is also here today. Please give him a big round of applause. And then we also have our speakers today, Mr. Kang Hee-jung, CEO of Daewoo Medi. Big hand, please.
Manager of Ranjo Fossey International Commerce. Thank you very much. Next, we're also joined by Ms. Lin Guan-lu, Section Manager of Business and Development Department at Syeongchang Pharmaceutical. Please give a big round of applause. Thank you. 네, 다음으로는 남복현 연세대학교 개관 교수님.
We also have Professor Nam Bok-hyun of Yonsei University, who is here today. Mr. Kim Jae-gyun from Asia Development Bank is here. He is a healthcare specialist. Professor Chae Han of the Korean Medicine Graduate School of Busan National University is here.
Kimov, Director of the Republican Scientific Practical Center of Fork Medicine. Thank you for your attendance. Next, we're also joined by Iman Mazid, Director of Osher Center at University of Washington. Thank you very much for your participation. Next, we're also joined by Laila Mohammed R. Luba-Idi, Director of Healthcare Workforce License Medical Education. 네, 그리고 한은경 Technical Officer at WHO.
We have Ms. Han Eun-kyung, Technical Officer of World Health Organization Regional Office for the Western Pacific. She is at the back of the hall. We also have Mr. Song Young-il, MD of KOICA. Ms. Lee Ha-lim, member of the Medical Device Committee of the Seoul Metropolitan Government Korean Medicine Doctor Association. She's on the way.
Medical Sciences. 네, 함께 내일 세션에서 함께 해주실 예정입니다. 네, 마지막으로 we're also joined by Park Hang-woo Gwang-kao.
He's going to give us the presentation tomorrow.
Affair. 네, 이 연사분도 저희 내일 있을 세션에 함께 해주실 예정입니다. 네, 이렇게 제가 소중한 내빈 여러분과 그리고 연사 여러분 소개해드렸습니다.
Also, we will have the presentation tomorrow. Since we have all these distinguished guests of honor, we cannot skip the day without having the group photo session.
And speakers, please come up to the stage for a photo time. 네, 앞으로 잠시 모시겠습니다. 네, 제가 방금 소개해드린 내빈 여러분 그리고 연사 여러분 앞에 무대로 나오셔서 사진 촬영 함께 협조해 주시면 감사하겠습니다. Distinguished guests and speakers, please proceed to the front and we're going to have a group photo time all together. 네, please look at this camera. 네, 여기 있는 사진기 봐주시고요. 찍겠습니다. 3, 2, 1, smile. 감사합니다. 사진 너무 예쁘게 잘 나오고 있어요. 여러분 이렇게 한번 cheers 하는 네, 좋습니다. 1, 2, 3. In Korea, we say fighting. It does not mean that we want to fight you, but we do this pose when we take pictures. Thank you very much and what 네, 그럼 이렇게 사진 촬영 마치겠고요. Once again, thank you very much for your cooperation. 네, 협조해 주셔서 감사합니다. 네, 다시 한번 귀중한 시간 내셔서 오늘 심포지엄에 함께 해주시고 또 이렇게 사진 촬영까지 함께 협조해 주신 모든 내빈 여러분들과 연사 여러분 감사합니다. 이렇게 또 사진까지 촬영을 하니까
Thank you very much for your cooperation. And as we are having this very special moment, we do have a high expectation for all the presentations and speeches that will be delivered by speakers.
to introduce you the first speaker of session 1. 첫 번째 발표는 한의학 해외 진출 추진 현황이라
선생님.
presentation of session 1, Shin Jae-soo, Director of the Department of Korean Medicine Policy at NICOM, will be addressing us on the topic of overview of overseas expansion of Korean medicine. 여러분 큰 박수로 한번 모시겠습니다. 큰 박수 부탁드립니다.
Please welcome him with a big round of applause.
안녕하십니까.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor and pleasure to be the first speaker for this meaningful event. For the overseas expansion of Korean medicine, I have prepared my script for my speech, but I am mindful of my time allocated, so I'll be speaking very quickly. Once again, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Shin Jae-soo. I am the head of the policy division of NICOM, National Institute for Korean Medicine Development. This is my table of content, as you can see here. First of all, I'll be talking about the major policies of making Korean medicine prospering abroad. The government of the Republic of Korea has the intention of making our Korean medicine a global phenomena. Therefore, starting from 2021 until 2025, we have established the general framework plan of 5 years in order to improve the Korean medicine. And this has been the fourth 5-year plan. According to the fourth comprehensive plan for the promotion of Korean medicine, we have our vision of making the health and welfare and strengthening industrial competitiveness. We do have 4 major action plans to achieve these programs. So we have our programs of making the strengthening of the Korean medicine and also exporting Korean medicine to other countries. In order to strengthen the competitiveness of Korean medicine, first of all, we have our vision to leap forward into the number one traditional medicine in the world. So we have our action items here. Number one, we're going to have the global competitiveness improvement by making expansion of the networks of cooperation of the Korean medicine. Secondly, we will also have the strengthening of networks in the global market in order to have the high value added by increasing the number of workforce. Also, we have three major strategies along with 11 challenges. So we have been making efforts with these ideas. First of all, I'd like to give you one of these challenges here. The first one is to have responding to changes in the environment of a traditional medicine. We will also have the expansion of the international standard setting. Thirdly, we will increase the collaboration with WHO. Fourthly, we will have the building of the governance of globalizing Korean medicine. Then we will also increase the collaborative base in the global arena. And sixth, we will improve the awareness of the Korean medicine internationally. Last but not least, we will also enhance the inter-Korean exchange and cooperation with ODA. Also, the second part of our strategies, we will have the building of the publicity system for Korean medicine, and we will support overseas expansion of Korean medicine. 10th will be the offering of clinical training and foreign educational institutions. And lastly, 11th one is to build the capacity of attracting international patients to Korean medicine providers. So these are 11 challenges we are making at the moment. As mentioned earlier, we do have our support programs under the auspices by the government, and this is the diagram to show you what we are doing so far, starting from 2006. So, if you look at the progress of these support programs of Korean medicine expansion, we have our 400th anniversary of Treasure Mirror of Eastern Medicine, and we have worked on classifying Korean medicine systems. And also, we dispatched experts to WHO, WPRO. We were also designated as a WHO collaborating center. And in 2025, next year, we will be striving to have the redesignation of WHO collaborating center. So we are now sharing our progress and achievement so far. I'd like to now talk about the support project for the overseas expansion of Korean medicine. In response to changes in the global traditional medicine environment, we have monitored issues within the field and developed strategies for Korean medicine. And we also pursued cooperation with foreign governments and related organizations through initiatives such as signing MOUs. Also, I believe that the most important thing is to have the standardization. Therefore, to expand participation in the international standard setting and strengthening our response capabilities, we have increased our involvement in ISO TC 249 and enhanced our response capabilities. Here is the photo taken from ISO TC 249 General Assembly held in Australia last June. Along with that, to strengthen cooperation with the WHO in Korean medicine, we were designated as a WHO collaborating center for traditional medicine in 2021, and we have been filling our role and collaborating since then. At the end of August, we held a regional advisory meeting with WHO WPRO to establish the WHO traditional medicine strategy for 25 to 34. Out of our vision of increasing awareness of KM, Korean medicine globally, we had our survey on the international recognition of Korean medicine with more than 2,500 participants from 7 countries. The results show, as you see here, that the awareness level was 78.7%. Among the types of Korean medicine, the highest rating was seen in acupuncture, to be followed by the moxibustion and also chiropractic, Chuna, and Korean medicine cosmetics. In order to strengthen our cooperation globally in Korean medicine, efforts have been made to establish a global network of Korean medicine hubs in major countries of traditional medicine. Also, inter Korean collaboration has been pursued at the same time. More than anything, IT based publicity has been in the limelight. Therefore, to widely promote Korean medicine industry overseas, an online Korean medicine promotion center has been established as a marketing platform. And 140 countries are now in this program, and we will do our best in order to expand these sources of information along with them. In order to support the exporting of the Korean medicine products, we are also creating an international network environment. Consulting programs have been also pursued. International fairs and publicity programs have been held under the auspices of our programs in order to have the full scale expansion. We need the support from the professionals and experts, and we will not spare any effort to support these activities. We are creating an international network environment to expand overseas advancement. If you are interested, I know that many of the international players are here. We can have our programs geared toward international medical doctors. So we do have our programs available for you. Also, if you have government officials of the healthcare in each country, please note that we are also providing training programs for the policies, systems, and industries related to the traditional medicine. To enhance the ability of Korean medicine institutions to entice foreign patients, we have supported the development of specialized programs for these institutions and conducted training programs to enhance human resource capabilities in the field of Korean medicine. Let me move on to the current status of overseas expansion of Korean medicine and attraction of foreign patients. If you look at the background of having the overseas expansion of medical services and attraction of international patients, we have our legal framework that has been provided under the Act on the Support of Overseas Expansion. So I hope you can refer to this later in your own time. Also, I'd like to talk about the status of the countries that have induced the traditional medicine. We are seeing the increase of the international patients and institutions. Along with that, the level of attention has been increasing.
네, 한의학 분야 해외 진출
For the Korean market, with the reporting of the Korean medicine sector, we have 8 cases. Overall, we have 162 cases that are having the number of reports. Out of them, 8 are for the traditional medicine. Destination countries include Kazakhstan, China, US, Uzbekistan, Vietnam, Armenia, and Azerbaijan, among others. The most common form of entrance is establishing and operating medical institutions, accounting for 4 cases. As of 2022, if you look at the status of attracting foreign patients into Korean medicine, back in 2019, there were 497,000 patients in the entire medical field and 23,000 in the Korean medicine sector. Due to the COVID-19, the number of patients decreased to about 50%. And in 2022, we also saw the recovery of 247,000 and 5,000 respectively, although we saw the reduction of the number of Korean medicine patients. So recently, as of last year in 2023, the number of patients significantly increased to about 18,000, more than tripling compared to the previous year. This is my organization, NICOM, National Institute for Korean Medicine Development. Let me give you the background of my organization. NICOM was first initiated in 2016 under the name of Korean Medicine Promotion Foundation, and we were relaunched as the current NICOM in 2019. In 2020, we were designated and have been operating as a WHO collaborating center for traditional medicine. In 2021, Korean Medicine Materials Bank obtained ISO 9001 certification. So this is the organization chart you can refer to. We do have the one office for the promotion project group and one task force and 19 teams. And if you look at the policy headquarter here, Globalization Center is amongst the centers under that headquarters. This is about the vision of the NICOM. Our vision is to lead the promotion of Korean medicine industry by creating future value for Korean medicine through the development and industrial promotion of the Korean medicine. We are contributing to the healthy lives of the people and the national economy. Our objectives include establishing a foundation for Korean medicine development, enhancing public health through technology, and contributing to national economic development. These are 5 business areas we have. Number 1, we have policy development and institutional improvement. We do have our sectors of R&D, industry promotion, clinical information, big data development, and strengthening international competitiveness. Thank you very much.
네, 신재수 본부장님께서
Thank you very much. So that was the presentation by the director Shin Jae-soo of the NICOM. So consulting and also the information provision and various services. I believe that the NICOM has been at the forefront of supporting the Korean medicine doctors going overseas with a lot of support. Now moving on. I would like to make some house-screen announcement for the Q&A session. So various presentations are going to be presented today. So after all the presentations are over, at the end of each session, we'll have 20-minute Q&A session. Now we'll move on to the second presentation of Session 1, which will be delivered by Kang Hee-jung, CEO of Daeomedi. And the title of the presentation is The Status of the Korean Medicine Industry and Development Strategies.
is Ms. Kang Hee-jung, President of Korea Medicine Industry Promotion Association and CEO of Daeomedi.
So good afternoon. I am Kang Hee-jung, founder and CEO of Daeomedi. This is my honor to present this the trend of the Korean medicine industry and the development strategy. So my English is not good, but more easy communication. So I will introduce my presentation by English. This is the table of contents. So from the compass, what is compass? Korea Traditional Medicine Industry Promotion Association. This association is just established last year. So Korea's traditional medicine industry has a very, very long history, but this new association was just started from last year because the many manufacturers and many consumers about the traditional medicine field, they have very high demand for the high quality product and the sustainable industrial development. So our purpose of this association is to uh, aims to solidify the development of the Korean medicine industry and contribute to the improvement of public health by producing and supplying high quality Korean medicinal products while also seeking to protect the interest and the right of its members. So we have five scope of business. Strengthen policy development function to address difficulties faced by Korean medicine industry, the manufacturers. And the second one is the established network for cooperation and the mutual growth between members. And third is the support the strengthening of the Korean medicinal product companies' capability through the research and the human resource development assistant. And the fourth one is the support members in expanding and assessing global markets. Just before we saw the NICOM's support program, so we have some collaborate with the NICOM. And the last one is the other tasks for contribute to promoting the Korean medicine industry. So this is our organization. So I'm in charge of the chair, and we have the five working group. And the first one is the raw material of the herbal medicine, and second one is the herbal medicine product, and the third one is the appendage of the clinic center. It's such like a decocting facility. And the number four is the medical devices, and the last one is the IT and service. This structure will refer the ISO TC 249 because the international standard is about the industry's improvement and make some regulation about the industry. So we want to work together with standardization about this one. So we have the liaison like a collaborator organization is also NICOM and KIOM and Korea Traditional Medicine Universities, and we also have the investment the organization. So we want to see the strategy, but before that we need to review the global market situation. I'd like to refer the WHO's official report about this one. So survey responses from the 179 of the 194 member states, these green colors, they have responded. And this report has some key finding. The first one is at 2018. Besides the national policies and the regulation on the TNCM, traditional and the complementary medicine, that had been developed in more and more states. So the infrastructure on the governance of the TNCM at the national level and had also been significantly improved. So 107 countries, they have the national office for the TM, and 75 countries, they have the National Research Institute. So this increase shows the broadly based across all 6 WHO regions. We can see the each region's growth. The first graph is the so this one is a 1908. This is the national policy established for each regions. The African region have a highest percentage, 85%. But the European region is the lowest one, 20%. And this one is the the national or the state levels law or the regulation has established 109. So it means traditional medicine products considered as the medical product of these 109 countries. So we can see divide by the traditional and complementary medicine and the herbal medicine. So herbal medicine shows more number. So herbal medicine include some herbs and the other ones. In the major practice and the service of the TNCM, you can see the number one is the acupuncture. So today's the ICMAT, the main topic is also acupuncture. And the second one is the herbal medicine. So green color is shows the with acknowledged use, and the providers are regulated means the blue one, and the health insurance is available is the pink color. So national insurance covered these practice. The last key finding from the WHO global report, the member states were also asked about the major difficulties. And the first one is 99 quoted the lack of research data was the top challenge of the TNCM, the, the users. So you can see the number one is the lack of research data. So this one is the member states are interested in receiving from WHO is the general technical guidance for research and evaluation of TCM related to safety, quality, and efficacy. And we need to point to this point. The WHO's the traditional and the complementary medicine unit was renamed to traditional, complementary, and integrative medicine. Integrative medicine to cover the integrative approach of the both TNCM and the conventional medicine regarding policy, knowledge, and practice. So let's see the global market size. This one is about traditional, complementary, integrative medicine. From 2023, the US 179 US billion dollar, it is forecasted to 230 694 US billion dollar. And the growth rate CARG is expected 25%. It's very high growth rate. And this market includes everything what we related. This market is only for the traditional medicine. So the same period has the growth rate is 11.9%, and the growth amount is expected such amount. So I put this number to the graph. This is total, and this one is the traditional medicine part. So both market is expected to enlarge like this one, but the share rate of the major traditional medicine parts, the share rate, the forecasted a little bit the decrease. So we need to focus about this one. So what is the traditional medicine products and what is the traditional medicines market? So we need to check and the review of the general characteristic of the medical products. The general medical products characteristic, we can summarize these three. The first one is regulation. Since the product is related to the life and the safety of the public, it is necessary to obtain regulatory approval in each country before entering the market. So we already saw the 109 numbers, regulation or the law. And second one is the clinical validation evidence is required. The clinical studies are required to confirm the efficacy and the safety of the diagnostic and therapeutic and technologies. And the last characteristic of the medical product is a very special one and significantly different from the normal consumable products, because the most of medical products are selected by the practitioner, but the beneficiaries are the patients. We can see this diagram. General products in the world, they just have the manufacturer and the users. But the practitioners are here in medical field. So they exchange knowledge and technology information between the manufacturer and the user. But beneficiaries are not practitioner. The treatment and diagnosis and the intervention is on to the beneficiary, the patients. But recently, this structure is changed with the advancement of various technology, and it will be possible to connect directly with patients or healthy individuals. So the new service of the healthcare or some preventing medicines, materials are given to the beneficiary directly. But practitioners, the role still strong, the important. And the other characteristic, only for the traditional medicines. Before three items is a normal medical products characteristic, but last one is the only for the traditional medicine. In addition to you can see the conventional medicine or the modern medicine, so they have the anatomic base and the analytic philosophy. So they studied of the each organ separately, and the study more deep, and they reached the cell unit and the genome, something more smaller one, by the analytic technology. So this current analytic technology is very suitable for the conventional medicine. So they developed together. But you can see this graph. What do you think? This one is kind of the anatomic graph. This graph is from the Dongi-Bogam, the Korean traditional the medicine's Bible. This is the first page of that book. This guy, opened the eye and opened the mouth. It means he's not dead. This is not anatomy. And you can see these labels. This one is the abdominal, the movement by the breath. So Korean traditional medicine is not based on of the anatomy study. It's focused on the life activity and the interrelationship. So philosophy is different. So by this current analytical technology and the science, it has some limitation to study these parts. So the many researchers about the traditional medicine part or the collaboration, the conventional medicine doctors also acknowledge about that. So the traditional medicines need to be concerned as a unique something. So some technology needed to be developed for this one. So we needed to recall about the key, one of the key findings from the WHO report. The major difficulty was the lack of the research data as their top challenge. So about such a difficulty, many people try to solve. So this one is the draft of the new traditional medicine strategy. So they mentioned about this one. Why TCIM, traditional complementary integrative medicine, related research and the establishment of the national research centers for TNCM have seen consistent growth. We just saw the number. The funding for the TCIM research activities remains limited, thus hindering progress. So, complexities within TCIM require unique research method. Current science technology level has some limitation about this one, so we need to change some view about the TCIM. So to avoid the distortion of research outcomes and provide an accurate representation of practice. So what is our strategy? We can build many strategies, but today I'd like to focus on such things. So the strategy based on the medical product characteristic. First one is regulation. So regulation came from the government and or some products came from the ISO IEC's global standard. So development of the very suitable and very important international standard is key point to approve the product for each country. So and improve the quality of product. And the second one is to accumulate the clinical research data accordance, not only the analytic method. Use the traditional medicine research methodology is also very important. And the third one is the customer relationship. We just see that the advancement of technology make some variable product and the service. So increase product variability to expand customer group and the market. So this strategy can be done through the innovative collaboration. So industry and the academy and the government work together and not only for the one country, so internationally all of our colleagues and the members need to try. I'd like to show you the one example about this strategy is available or possible. So just one example, I'd like to show you this machine is the pulse diagnosis device. Our company developed this one. And we started the develop the international standard 2012. So we want to develop the ISO standard for the traditional medicines diagnosis system because before this standard, we were struggled to find which standard is can be used for our performance or our device's efficacy, which parameter is can be used for our device. But after develop this one, we got KFDA and the CE and the CFDA. This standard is used for the ensure the quality and the performance. The second one is the clinical validations. We conducted over 40 clinical studies and the design and do some studies and for the finally we developed the new national insurance code for this device. So it means national systems accept this machine and by the policy and the regulatory, so they can accept this device, use this device, the diagnosis activity is can covered by the national insurance. And the last one, we developed the new product to the app application and based on the platform. So to expand the market for the health screening and to integrative medicine market. And other one thing, so maybe many of you well know this the herbal medicine 우왕 청심원 천황고심단. This one is a very famous one, and these two drugs used for the patients the after stroke or before stroke or something for the apnea something. So we want to see which parameter or what kind of the information
is related to with this one, and what efficacy can we find with this device about this 청심원 and 천왕보심단. So after the conduct of the clinical test, we found that they increase the stability of the heart rate. Maybe this parameter is already described in the textbook, and many doctors use this one for that purpose. But we found another one, the stroke volume. Stroke volume is a heart pumping amount, the blood amount is increased. It means these two herbal medicine improve our heart function. So the patient's pulse was changed. So we found this one, this small pulse and irregular shape was changed like this one. And the pulse's height and the pressure was increased to the normal range. So the doctors can use this information to check the efficacy of this herbal medicine. So it's just one example, but we need to focus and we need to add some unique research methodology for the Korean traditional medicine. So I'd like to summarize. So we can focus on the regulation, development of regulation or international standard, and accumulate the clinical validation data and expand the market to integrative medicine with unique our methodology. So this is the today's my suggestion of the strategy of the development of Korean traditional medicine industry. Thank you.
네, 감사합니다. 한의 산업의 동향과
Thank you so much. That was a good presentation regarding the development and trend of the Korean medicine, along with a lot of statistics and the graphs. Thank you very much once again. Please give her a big round of applause. Research data and the methodologies for the researches on the traditional medicine also have been emphasized. Now, moving on to the third presentation, I'm going to now give you our speaker.
ECM이라는 제목으로 중국 란저우 국제상무 유한회사 총경리이신 티안 야나님께서 전해주시겠습니다. Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is Ms. Tian Yanan, General Manager of Lanzhou Foxi International Commerce and Chairman of Foxi Medicine Company Limited from China. 여러분 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
Please give him a big round of applause.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today, I'm honored to stand here in beautiful Jeju to showcase the international market of traditional Chinese medicine and my company, Foci Pharmaceutical. My speech is divided into 4 parts. The first part is current situation of TCM international market. Traditional Chinese medicine is a treasure of traditional culture. It plays a very important role in the health of Chinese people. TCM is also gradually being accepted in outside market. We can take a look at its figures. It has spread to 196 countries and regions and recognized by 113 WHO member states. In addition, 29 countries and regions have legislation on TCM, and 18 countries and regions have included TCM in their medical insurance. China has also done a lot of work to promote TCM's overseas development. China has set special TCM cooperation agreements with more than 40 foreign governments, regional authorities, and international organizations. 75 TCM international cooperation bases have been established for cooperation between domestic and foreign medical institutions. 30 overseas TCM centers have been established. Moreover, TCM is being included in 2016 Free Trade Agreement. TCM's international market mainly includes two parts: Chinese patents, medicine, and traditional Chinese herb. Due to the limitations of medicine, traditional Chinese herb accounts for larger preparation for the international market. Now, let me briefly introduce my company, Foci Pharmaceutical. It was founded in Shanghai in 1929. First invented concentrated pill and began to export products to Japan and Southeast Asia at the beginning. In 1956, our company moved west to Lanzhou to make use of the herbal resources in the Gansu province. At present, Foci Group has developed into leading TCM enterprise in Gansu province and is committed to development of the whole industry chain. Next, I would like to introduce to you the specific layout of Foci in the whole industry chain. It contains 8 parts. At present, Foci Group has developed into leading TCM enterprise in Gansu province. Gansu province has rich resources of herbal materials. Our company has built several GEP bases, laying on Foci Pharmaceutical, the largest concentrated pill production base in northwestern China. We have fully entered the market of TCM decoction pieces and formula granules. We have invested in modern laboratories where almost all product-related tests are performed our own. We also have an R&D center to carry out the research and development of TCM and health products and cooperation with other universities and companies. We have built our drug retail business. At present, 396 Foci pharmacies have been opened and won the top 100 list of comprehensive strengths of Chinese chain pharmacy in 2023. In international business, first established a TCM and health products business company, continued to increase international business project, and achieved record sales each year. Moreover, our company constructed TCM Health Center to provide medical service and continue to make efforts in the field of health industry. Then I will make a special introduction to TCM international business of our company. Our brand is Chinese time-honored brand and a China-famous trademark. Mingshan trademark is the company's exclusive export trademark and national king protected trademark. The Mingshan and Foci brand are registered in many overseas countries. Foci has been awarded top 10 TCM export enterprises in China. In 1996, we passed the GMP inspection of TGA, becoming the earliest TCM enterprise to obtain the quality system certification of PSS member countries in China. Foci has just passed TGA GMP inspection this year. This is the 12th time that we have passed the inspection and the third A1 rating. Foci has also obtained GMP certification of Japan for many times. Currently, our products are sold in 32 countries and regions, covering every continent of the world. We attached great importance to the international registration of our product. Up to now, we has 1,442 RSS registration number. Look at these numbers. According to the different national law, we can gain the traditional Chinese pattern medicine, listed medicine, natural medicine, food supplement, and healthcare product. If you have any questions, we will discuss later. First has also engaged in the international trade of Chinese herbal medicines. For example, we are the first enterprise in China to import pharmaceutical sandalwood, and we have imported Chinese herbal medicine to Netherlands and other countries. The health industry is also one of the key areas of focus for our company. In recent years, we have developed many products based on the same raw material as medicine and food. And this year, we opened a tea house called Tea House to provide Chinese people with health drinks. Then we come to the third part, our international development strategy. We mainly have the following plans. The first thing is to self-establish ourselves marketing channels to avoid some defects of the agency system. We will develop retail business and TCM doctor business at the same time. In addition, we hope to increase the sales of health products and open Tea House ourselves. Finally, we also plan to export and import high quality raw materials and health products from ourselves. The first part is some suggestions for the future development of traditional medicine. In view of the current major problems in the overseas development of traditional medicine are difficult registration, strict supervision, and will meet many trade barriers. Therefore, we suggest that official agencies and traditional medicine enterprises of each country deepen cooperation, promote the integration drug standards and regulation system, simplify the registration process, and jointly promote the stable and orderly development of traditional medicine. This is my speech. Thank you for your listening.
네, 감사합니다. Thank you, Ms. Tian Yanan, for sharing informative presentation on the internalization of Chinese medicine. 네, 그럼 이제 첫 번째 세션의 첫 번째 세션의
Thank you very much, and I'd like to give you the last speaker of the first session.
of Shunchon in Concentrated Chinese Medicine이라는 제목으로
So from Taiwan, the Changchang Pharmaceutical would like to invite the Guan Lurin to the stage.
Ms. Guan Lulin, Selection Manager from the Business and Development Department at Sungchang Pharmaceutical from Taiwan. Ladies and gentlemen, please make a big round of applause. 여러분 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
Good afternoon, everyone, and I'm Guan Ruling. Thank you for inviting me here, and I'm excited to share with you the achievement and the journey of Shenchang Pharmaceutical. And here is my content of my presentation. First of all, I will introduce our company and followed by the challenges we face in exporting the TCM and and how we overcome the issues, including raw materials selection and manufacturing process of TCM, and finally is the test specification of concentrated medicine. Okay, since its founding in 1946, Shenchang Pharmaceutical has accumulated over 78 of experience in the pharmaceutical industries. Our company is gradually developed from a small TCM powder industry into the one of the most representative concentrated Chinese medicine in Taiwan. And in 1975, we award medicinal immersion permit from Japan's Ministry of Welfare. And in 1986, we are the first pharmaceutical company to pass the national GMP software assessment in Taiwan. And we also receive many certifications such as ISO 9001 and received top ISO 70025 lab certification. So our lab can issue the report about some items of ISO report. And in 2008, we received the accreditation certificate of foreign drug manufacturers from Japan. And also in 2018 and last year, we passed the PICS GMP certification from Japan. And our pharmaceutical philosophy is based on dedicated assurance and trust. We believe that good ingredients make good medicines, so we choose the authentic herbs carefully selected from their origin, and we control their quality, accurate, safe, and consistent. And we also have the large scale of refrigerated storage to store our herbs in order to maintain their qualities. And we also preserve some concocted technique such as frying and steaming for the herbs. And we use the advanced manufacturing equipment to do the extraction, concentration, and spray drying. And our filling and the packaging production line is fully automated. We complete the manufacturing and quality control, so we can produce the diverse kinds of the products that, for example, the single herbs is about 300 kinds, and the formula ones is about 200 kinds. So let's talk about the challenge we face in exporting the concentrated Chinese medicine. The major regulatory hurdles is we have to adapting to different countries' pharmaceutical regulations. The quality control and certification requirements is important. And next is the market educations. We have to bridge the gap between the TCM philosophy and Western medicine understanding, and we overcoming skepticism and building trust in foreign markets. So we believe the good raw materials is the foundation of the effective products. So let's start with the raw material selection. As you can see, it's a map of the TCM production based in China. In Taiwan, there are 80% of the TCM herbs is from China. So we have to choose the authentic herbs because the climate, environment, soil conditions is suitable for the crops cultivated. For example, like Zhanggui Gancao is cultivated in northwestern regions, and like Renshen is cultivated in the northeastern regions. So we cooperated with the 14 suppliers in China, herbal suppliers in China. They will choose the good herbs for us. And here is the raw material management by suppliers in China. So as you can see, the factory and the cultivate plant is very clean and standardized. So there is our supplier evaluation. We'll go through the 4 steps. The first steps, we will do a survey questionnaire, and we will do the on-site inspection, and we will ask them to provide some sample for us to test their data, and we will compare to the data with the other suppliers. And finally, we'll use the herbs to do the trial production to make sure the quality. And next one is our manufacture process of concentrated Chinese medicine. Okay, as I mentioned before, our decoction pieces will do a raw material testing, and then the decoction pieces will package it, preserve in the cold storage warehouse, where it will control its temperature and humidity. And the decoction piece will be weighing and formulations into the decoction and the extraction. As you can see, this is our extraction barrels. We have 4 extraction barrels in our factory, and each of one can contain to 1,000 kilograms decoction pieces. And after extraction, the extraction fluid will get into the concentration equipment. We use the advanced extraction and concentration equipment from Germany, so we can effectively extract active ingredients. And the concentrated fluid will get into the fluid bed granulation. As you can see, there are 8 spring drying nozzles in the bottom of these barrels. Uh, when the concentrated liquid sprayed by the nozzles, they will adhere to the excipient, such as cornstarch or maltodextrin. So the semi-finished products will do the second test. After the test, we will sieve in the powders, making them into the granules, powder, tablets, capsule, or honey pills. And the semi-product will get into the packaging production line, and our finished products will do the inspection again. Okay, the finally is our test specification of concentrated medicine. Our quality goals contain 4 parts. Is authenticity, availability, safety, and consistency. And there is the inspection items that such as TLC and HPLC is using for the authenticity of these herbs. And we use HPLC to do the marker component analysis and qualitatively and quantitative analysis. And for the safety part, we do the heavy metal inspection and pesticide residue inspection, and also the aflatoxin or the microbial test. And for our product's consistency, we do the loss on drying, total ash, dilute alcohol salt extract, and water soluble extract to make the product's consistency is the same. So here you can see our tester specification is according to different pharmacopoeia. Mostly is Taiwan and China pharmacopoeia. And these 5 detected items is basic detection. And we also use the ICP-MS to do the heavy metal detection, such as arsenic, cadmium, mercury, and lead. And we also, for safety part, we do the microbial detection, such as total variable aerobic counts, E. coli, Salmonella species, and so on. And here is our overseas partners in Shengchang. we exporting the products into Canada, USA, UK, Malaysia, Japan, Singapore, and New Zealand. And we hope the TCM products can become more worldwide. Okay, this is my presentation. Thank you for your attention.
네, 감사합니다. Thank you very much for sharing the 승창 cases. 네, 이렇게 네 분의 연사로부터 발표를 모두 들어봤습니다.
Now we have listened four speakers. We will entertain 15-minute Q&A session. If you have any questions, please raise your hand so that we can deliver a microphone to you. When you get the microphone, please stand up a little bit and then identify yourself and also tell us who your question go to. So the floor is open.
The floor. If you have any question, please raise your hand. 네, 플로어에서 별도의 질문이
If you don't have any questions from the floor, we will move on with our 15-minute break. So you can have networks during the break time freely. And also, you can ask your own questions individually with the speakers that you can find. So thank you very much for your attention for the session number 1. Before we have our session number 2, we will have a short break. And I'll give you 30 minutes for our break. After that, we will meet you again.
session 1, and we're going to reconvene the session 2 in 30 minutes. Please refresh yourself and see you in 30 minutes.